there, this is Katherine. Thanks for checking out my channel. I am sharing a new set from Diamond Press. This is an Autoship program of Slimline background dies. This one's called Hello. And I'm going to show you what's included in it, and then I'm going to make several cards. So you get several sentiment dies. Just a note, thank you. I like that it's separated into two words, and then you get this large hello die, which is a fun font, and it has a great size to it. There's also this background postage stamp, I guess is kind of the look of the border to me. And so you can cut just that outer part as a solid image, or you can come back in and layer in these dies on the inside that have the patterns in it. And then you also get a folder to run it through your Diamond Press machine if you have one of those. So I'm going to start. I've already die cut everything, and I used a bright blue to cut out the outer frame, and then I dropped in that inner frame. It's so pretty with these stitching on there. So I'm just adding a lot of glue. I have trimmed a piece of paper that's a little bit smaller to be behind the frame. And then I'm going to glue this onto some cardstock. I will add the dimensions of the paper. I cannot remember it off the top of my head. I know a standard, or at least what I call a standard, Slimline card is 3.5 by 8.5. So the border paper that is for the inside is going to be a little bit smaller than that. But I'll add that in the description. I'm sorry I didn't think to write that down while I'm recording this. And I'm coming back and I'm adding just a note in gray. I kind of kept this a neutral theme. So that's it on the first one. Next, I'm moving on to the other insert that has this beautiful pattern in it. I've cut this from green, and I am going to back this one with some bright yellow cardstock. And I'm just taking care to add some glue dots to those little center parts, so that'll allow the paper to adhere pretty well. And then again, I'm just going to add glue to the back. I didn't add any foam or pop these cards up. I kept them pretty flat because I wanted to be able to drop them in the mail without any additional postage. You can put these in business size envelopes, and if they're not thick, you don't have any additional postage charge. I've seen some things online about having to pay extra, so I'm just keeping these flat, but you certainly could add some dimension if you've got this set. So I've taken the hello and cut it twice in the blue and then also in white, and I just kind of offset it a little bit to the side to add some dimension to it. There aren't any shadow dies with these. They're just the word dies. So to help it stand out, I decided to add that second blue layer underneath. Now again, I've been doing this lately. I forget to tie the ribbon on before I assemble the card. So I went back and just took some scissors and slit a little hole to slide the ribbon through the card. And then I'm going to come back and tie it on with this bright yellow bow. I thought it worked well with this green that's a light green. And all of this cardstock is from Stamps of Life. It's just assorted colors. So you can obviously make your cards whatever color you want. And these are just some ideas that I had that I wanted to share. So I'm going to trim the tails of the ribbon down. And then I'm going to leave that card just like it is. Except I am going to add one more thing. I'm going to add this Shimmer Pen that is going to be gold. And I think it's Nuvo is the brand, if I'm not mistaken. I'll link that as well. But you can see it's got a little bit of a gold sheen to it. It's hard to see on camera. You can see a little bit of that pool up at the top left that's got some gold. Once it dries, it has a nice shimmer. So I just wanted to add a little bit extra to that hello. Okay, moving on. So that's two cards. And now I'm going to have a really clean card with white, all white. So I have run the die and the insert through my machine again. It's got this gorgeous stitch detail. You can really see that on camera. And just has such nice dimension and depth to it. And adds so much fun detail as well, interest. So I'm going to glue those down. I've added glue all those parts, and I'm just making sure that all the little bits are sticking down. You could also paper piece this. I ran out of time. I thought about doing that on a card. I just didn't have time to finish it on camera. I'll probably do one and post it later. But you could come back with some different colors and add those in, and it would be really quick and easy on that too. I have run thank you through some leftover gold cardstock that I had lying around. I used it for a project a while ago, and I had all these little scraps that of course I was not going to throw away. So I love to add a little bit of gold foil, and I thought it would be a nice contrast with the beautiful white cardstock. And then I found in my craft stash a little flower, sweet little flower that had been colored. And I thought it would just add a little bit of brightness and kind of balance out the card, add a little interest. Okay, now we're moving on to some stenciling. I ran the die through the machine onto Bristol cardstock. I did not cut the outer edge yet. So I've cut a smaller piece to put underneath, and I am using my Distress inks to blend onto the cardstock. So I'm just doing a yellow, an orange, and a red with some warm tones. And then I think it's Ripe Persimmon is probably this one. The first one was probably maybe mustard seed or scattered straw. I'll link those in the description as well. And I use the Bristol cardstock I mentioned because I find that it's the smooth. You need the smooth. I think I bought the vellum one time, and that is not as smooth as the smooth cardstock. So if you like Bristol, if you want to try it, it blends. To me, it's a great blending cardstock, and I use it all the time. I buy a huge size pad at my local craft store when it's on sale, and it lasts forever. And then I can cut it to whatever size I need it to do. You can see I cut this a little bit larger than the piece of paper I was doing. Okay, so I did go back. I wasn't going to waste that top part that was my stencil. I went back, and you can see I blended the edges all the way to the side because it was a little uneven. So I came back and just blended all those. So now I've got two pieces for my card, the positive and the negative. So I'm going to layer the stenciled piece onto bright yellow, tying those colors together. And then I have just a note that I cut in black. I thought it would look nice against that beautiful stencil. But I kept it simple. You could add a ribbon, you could add some things to it. But I really didn't want to take away from that stencil pattern. It's so pretty. And I thought it just adds a lot of fun detail to the card. Okay, and I'm adding that to a red card base. And then I'm going to come back with the one that we stenciled through, and I'm going to glue all of that down onto a white card base. So I won't add a backer piece to this. I'm just going to let that white be my backer piece essentially. So it just cuts out one little step in the process. And see, you can make these so quick and easy, very, very fast, in different colors. Just change your shades and you've got a totally different look. Okay, I found these wooden pieces. This is from the Hello, I think it was a Hello, called Hello, also Hello, this is Hello. But there's a Slimline card kit that they sold. It might still be on the website, but there were some wooden pieces to it. So I decided I would use these. And I'm adding a block to let them adhere pretty well. This Miss You is from another set that I'm working with currently. I haven't posted the video yet. It's another Autoship, but I thought it would look nice to do that one in black as well, to really let it pop against the stenciled pattern piece. And these gems, I was trying to think of the word, the gemstones, bling, whatever you call them, are going to go onto this. They were in orange, and I thought that would work well with the kit. And you can see some of them are very, very large. I've pulled off the little glue dot there, so I had to go back and add it on. I didn't realize that I was not being careful, and I just peeled it right off. So I've got that put back together, and I'm going to stick that onto my wooden flower. I just thought that was sweet. And then I'm going to adhere those, and that's it on that one. So we have made it through. This is a quick video. I hope I gave you some interesting ideas, possibly, or color combinations that might interest you if you got this set. It has some beautiful patterns in it, and I'm just going to recap and pull all of them together so you can see what I made. Let me know, leave me a comment, let me know if you had a favorite. Let me know if you like slimlines. I'd love for you to tell me if you like slimlines. They are still very popular, it seems like, and there's no end right now for them. And I appreciate you watching. I hope that you will subscribe, and I hope that you will like and share this video so I can bring you more content like this. And thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.